Okay, 2092, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. Opponent has 5,000 games of blitz and 2270 in rapid, 440 games, so very strong at my level. Play traditional reti, just try and develop the bishop and target the pawn. He goes for the ultra solid line. I think we play e3 here, I think. It's very common to sack the b4 pawn in the reti in lots of these lines. Let's develop and target the pawn. We're just going to otherwise try and castle. Depends how black plays it. He comes forward. I think we can take there, I think. But really, we're just trying to now get developed. We can't take back in one move here. Bishop up, there is an annoying queen check. So I think I'll just play d3 first, then bishop up and castle. And obviously he's got the annoying bishop down as well. But the other alternative would be to spend an extra move putting the bishop where you normally would in the reti. But here I'm just going to try and castle. But yeah, it's one of the ultra solid lines to go for this structure as with black. Let's push a pawn just so we can try and get our bishop into the game one way or the other. I mean, we could leave the bishop here and keep pressuring the pawn, but could be good to trade as well. So that's what I'm going to aim to do. If he takes, we'll develop our knight and then go to c2 and target the pawn. Otherwise, I've got quite a cramped position, haven't I, with my bishop here. Okay, he's played up, so he might want to push down there and clamp that. Okay. I'm actually going to trade there. I was wondering whether to sack this pawn, but I think for now I'll just play knight up and drop the knight back and we'll gently pressure. Say he plays a5. We'll just drop the knight round, put pressure on it, probably go back again and go really solid. Oh, he's played knight down, okay. Let's come across then, hit the bishop and the pawn. So he has gone back. Okay, and let's maybe put the rook across again. We're putting it on a diagonal, which is a little bit awkward, but let's go here and make room for the knight somewhere. Yeah, this is getting a bit awkward, isn't it now? Let's bring this knight across. I'm trying to release the pressure a bit, so I'm not quite so bogged down, but I don't want to lose this pawn. The whole chain will collapse. So we just aim at knight across to challenge his bishop, and then this bishop this way. Okay, let's hit the bishop. He might be looking at a sack, I'm not sure. Let's find out. Okay, he's played there, so we do have bishop up. Or we can trade here, but then he gets his pawn planted. Bishop up, takes, queen takes, pawn takes. We've got a weakness, but it feels okay. But I could go here and pin the knight. Yeah, I'm going here initially. He'll probably play a rook across. Oh, he's gone there. Doesn't that allow me takes, and takes, or is that just bad? Might be bad. Takes here. Take, queen takes, takes. If we trade, I'm going to do it. A pawn's still a pawn. It could be a blunder, of course, because he's got the two bishops now, and you can easily imagine them both pointing this way, so very awkward, but at least we can get one of them off the board. Whether we can keep our extra pawn is another matter. Probably not. I mean, this is loose already, but these are the key pawns. So he's gone across. We can actually get rid of both bishops. Do this one first, and then do this one. Or maybe he just takes here, actually. I've blundered there. I've just blundered. I took the wrong bishop. He just takes this knight instead. Oh, why did I do that? No, I've just blundered the game, probably. I mean, he can take with a bishop. I can't believe I've done that, but I have. Okay, let's go here. Cannot believe I did that. Very comfortable position, and we've blundered it. I'm probably going to push this pawn and try and double his pawns up, then it'll be easier to stop, at least in theory. He's gone with the rook. So rook across he takes with a check. Queen up could be a move. Queen takes. Guess is all he needs. Yeah, I'm just going to push that pawn. I just want to try and not blunder the whole game away now. There's a lot of pressure coming here. But I think I still need to take with the f-rook if he does trade. But if he takes, I'll take here. If he takes here, maybe just queen up, I'm not sure. That's what he's done. Play queen up, pawn for pawn. If we can just get to this pawn as well and get our rook forward, it's still dangerous because he's got his f-pawn forward and we haven't. So it's just that slightly more solid position we've got. It's whether we can get this and then get this rook forward as well. It's going to be difficult. If queen over, just click anywhere, queen over, I think I throw a check in and then try and come forward, something like that. Let's just see what he does. Yeah, he's gone solid, gone very, very solid. But as soon as I start wandering forward, he can pin my rook. But do we risk it anywhere? I'm just going to hit the queen, see where he lands. Right now it's like I'm playing a rook down because this one's just purely sat there guarding the king. Okay, but now I can't go forward here. So what can we do? We can throw a check in. Let's do that. Throw a check in. Idea rook up to come across. That's what I'm looking at. So here, he can't get behind the rook in one move. So I'm just trying to come across and put pressure on his pawn. Equally, we don't want to allow some sort of nonsense here, but right now we could take. Let's go there anywhere. That is a move, but... Ooh, well, that weakens another pawn, surely. Let's just go forward and target this pawn immediately. Okay, again. If he can't move this rook forward, I take his pawn. I mean, he could, but he gives up his pawn. So he played queen there. Now I take the pawn anywhere, right? Okay. Now I'm unwinding the position. I can get my rook into the game. So it's still only level, but at least it is level now. So I've got that pawn back. And now we're slightly up on the clock. Okay, so how do we do this? I don't want to allow this. That's what I want to try and avoid. Let's just play a rook across then. We don't want to have to go ultra defensive and be playing a rook down. So yeah, so we're just level now. It's whether we can play the clock. So let's start getting forward. Try and drive his king out. Well, there's a pawn. So now we're a pawn up. Okay, so that's my only legal move. Well, I mean, technically you block with a queen, but you wouldn't, would you? So it's just a draw, isn't it? There's nothing I can do. Here, he can just repeat all day long. There's no way to avoid it. So if he wants to draw, he's got to draw. And he's got to draw. Well done. Okay, the engine has finished analysing the game now. So we can see here we've both played it with a 95% accuracy, a 12 centre pawn loss, and just a few inaccurate moves each. And it's been, you can see from the graph there, essentially level the whole entire game long. So when you're doing your own games, you can... Obviously, you can turn the engine on with this little button here, and you can wait for the green bar to go through on any move so you know it's finished thinking. And then you just play through the opening and see where it is that you've gone wrong or you've made some mistakes. And then just trying to learn from your mistakes as you go. But you can see this game, according to the graph, it's pretty much level all the way through. No bad blunders from either of us here, so we're just whizzing through here. But we've actually played it not too bad at all. So I did think in this position maybe I should have taken the other bishop first, and actually I should have done. That's where I made a key mistake, wasn't it? I'm +7 better. I should have taken this bishop first and then maybe this one. Or a5 actually was the move. Take this bishop and then a5. So that's what you do when you're just reviewing your games. Just take your time, go through them and see where the engine says that you've made mistakes or not, as the case may be. But in the end, it was a pretty decent game, good figures for both of us, so well played my opponent there.